Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Barrett. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the Water Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Dallas Cowboys all-decade rebuild here on Madden 23. In the last episode, we beat the LA Rams, and now we are going to take on the New York Jets. But there is a caveat to this. The Jets are bad. They are 0-4. We are 4-0. How this game is going to go, I have no clue. Absolutely no clue. Because in previous series, mainly with the Barons, we know that my teams tend to play down to their competition, most notably the Chicago Cougars game a couple of episodes ago in that series. We won't talk about that. And when we play really, really tough competition, we tend to play up to the competition. We tend to play equal or maybe sometimes even better. So it's hard to judge how this team is going to go against a bad team. This could go very well for us. We could blow them out by 30 in the first half. That could be a possibility depending on how bad this Jets team really is and how good we play on defense and obviously on offense. So that's one possibility. But another possibility is we could almost be in danger of losing this game. This could be considered our big trap game for the season. So we got to pay attention. We got to play as tight as possible, as efficient as possible, and as well as possible so we don't get caught in the trap and we don't lose, because I cannot mentally handle if we lose to the 0-4 Jets. Let's get into the video. Subscribe to the channel. Join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. Appreciate it. And I will catch you guys when we get into the main game. So as mentioned, the Jets are 0-4, but their team is not necessarily like horrible. 89 offense, 93 defense, and a 90 overall. Now, in a world where there's so many more talented players because we're doing the legends are involved in this, that is not a great team, and as you can see, they're not doing very well at 0-4, but their team is not necessarily too bad. We'll take a look at their actual roster in a second. Let's get a feel for what they have on their team. C.J. Anderson is their running back, and Carson Palmer is their starting quarterbacks. 91 overall, superstar development quarterback. We will defend the short pass. I don't know how he's going to play, but I guess we'll find out. Adoree Jackson, Chris Jones on the Jets as well. We will defend, or we will go after the short pass and our medium pass have both been pretty efficient this season. We'll go after the medium pass. I trust the suggestion right there. We'll go after the medium pass and find out how it goes. 2+ passing touchdowns. Everybody looks to be developing pretty well. JOK might actually be close to getting an upgrade point, which would be super cool. I would love to see him get an upgrade point. And we will quickly go check and see what the injury report looks like. Make sure that just the normal guys are on there, because I think we have at least 1 or 2 guys that are still injured. Julio certainly is on that list, but who else is on it? We might have a lineman. Yeah, we have Paradis, who's out. Oh, he must have got injured just today, so he's out for 1 week. Justin Tuck is still out for a few more weeks. He got injured, I think, last episode, and then Julio's still out for 10 weeks. So Julio will be back towards the end of the season, around week 13, 14, around that time. We'll get him back. But let's take a look at what the New York Jets have to offer. Why are they 0-4? Let's find out. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty and find out why they're 0-4. They have Carson Palmer as their quarterback with Colin Kaepernick as the backup. Running back is Frank Gore, but he's injured, so that we saw, and Frank Gore did not go to Ohio State. I don't know why they have him as Ohio State. C.J. Anderson we saw as their backup running back. He's now starting because Gore is injured. The receiving core is Amari Cooper, but then it drops off to Gabe Davis, Devin Duvernay, Curtis Samuel. Okay. And Curtis Samuel got a portrait upgrade. That's cool. I can see why this team is 0-4. They don't have much on offense. George Kittle is the tight end, which is a nice weapon, but Brevin Jordan also has a portrait upgrade. Awesome to see for Brevin. Jordan Gross is the left tackle with Ali Marpet. I was going to say CJ Lindsley. Corey Lindsley, GJ Fluker, and Bobby Massey as the offensive line. So it's a pretty solid offensive line. The right side's a little bit weaker. DeMarcus Lawrence also gets an upgrade, or gets a portrait update. He's on the left end. Montez Sweat is the right end. Chris Jones and Derek Brown and Corey Peters are the D tackles. Ahmad Brooks, left outside linebacker. CJ Mosley in the middle. And Devondre Campbell is the right outside linebacker. Adoree Jackson, I think, also got a portrait upgrade. Ronald Darby, Jalen Mills, Carlos Colvin, and Trent Hopkins are the corners. These corners cannot keep up with our receivers. I mean, Megatron can body any one of these corners. Their tallest corner is 6 foot. So we're going to have a field day. And Rob Gronkowski, Antonio Gates, we're going to have a field day with these corners. Jalen Thompson's the free safety, and John Johnson III is the strong safety with Ryan Suckup and Tressway, kicker punter. I can certainly see why this team is where they are in the early portion of this year. They are not very good. Not very good at all. But let's take some time, play this game, hopefully dominate it by halftime, and then we can get out of MetLife Stadium with a massive blowout victory W. That's the goal. Will it happen? Let's find out. Hit that like button, and I'll see you guys in the game.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And featured this week is CJ Mosley, who really led his defense last week with a 10-tackle game. It's the Jets and the Cowboys, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan in MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Jets. Up here in the booth, Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, and sometimes, CD, it doesn't really take an expert to see the key storyline for a ball game, and this really jumps out at you. It's that we have the NFL's best defense on one side, and they're going up against actually the NFL's worst defense, at least statistically, on the other side.
Well, I think you can break out your paintbrushes right here, partner, and go a little bit of Van Gogh and try to paint a brighter picture of this one. But you know it's tough. You presented it as is. One side has to be clearly beat.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time. Jets, Cowboys from MetLife. Let's see how this game goes. I really hope that this is one of those games that's just cut and dry, right down the middle, easy going, domination. We're the best team on paper. We should win on the field, but we'll have to wait how it plays out. And it looks like I forgot once again to change Mahomes and Peterson's X factors back and give them back their X factors so that they're actually active in the game. But I've done that before, and then it just gets rid of them again. It gives them back to Tyreek. I don't know why it does that. It gives them back to like Tyreek Hill and other people, and that's going to be overthrow because there was pressure in Mahomes' face. Edelman was open and fairly wide open too. That's unfortunate. But yeah, like I said, I don't know why it. Luckily, Edelman was open there on the vertical. I don't know why it gets rid of them. It like resets them back to who they want them to have. I don't want Tyreek Hill and whoever else has it. I don't even know who the other X Factor activated would be, because it's not Peterson, it's not Mahomes. That's who I want it to be. I want it to be Megatron, Peterson, and Mahomes, and I've done that plenty of times. I've changed it, but it seems to not want to listen to me. So we just have to. I think it's actually Julio. Julio is the other one, and he's injured, so that's why there's not a third X Factor on the field right now, because he is out with, what did he do? He pulled his groin, right? Or he did something. I forget what he did. He was one of our biggest pieces last season as to why we were even in the Super Bowl last year. Obviously, Adrian Peterson was another piece of that, rushing for the rushing record last year. And I think Tyreek Hill got a portrait upgrade too. I just noticed that. If you couldn't tell, I'm playing this game on after an update, a recent update. So they must have updated some of the player portrait as easy. That's what I was talking about with the corners. I mean, these corners can't keep up with Megatron, with Edelman, with Tyreek. These corners are going to get cooked all day if we utilize it right, if we like target the right guys. Their safeties, they can't keep up with us. We've got too many talented receivers and too much of a talented quarterback to not dominate this team. We'll just have to see how our defense plays against their offense, but in the past, our defense has played very well against quarterbacks that are of Carson Palmer's overall. So we'll see how it goes. That's going to be a nice start. It's like 23, 23-yard line for Carson Palmer and the Jets offense. If you're not familiar with Carson Palmer in real life, he was drafted number 1 overall by the Cincinnati Bengals in 2003 and made the playoffs a few times. Never won an MVP, never made it to an AFC title game, nothing like that. Some may argue that Joe Burrow has already passed Carson Palmer as in the hierarchy of Bengal quarterbacks, since he did get to a Super Bowl. Didn't win it, probably should have, but didn't win it. I think a lot of Bengals fans have Joe Burrow, then Andy Dalton, then Carson Palmer. Although I would have Carson Palmer ahead of Andy Dalton just because I think Andy Dalton is not as good of a quarterback as Carson Palmer, even though Andy Dalton has more playoff appearances, I'm pretty sure. And that's just an unfortunate missed tackle by the corner, and Amari Cooper takes it to the house. I need to see a replay on that because I don't know really what happened on the missed tackle. Did I just go through him? What happened here? So there's the pass. Patrick Peterson is blanketing the coverage. He just didn't wrap him up. He went for the arm tackle. Cooper brushes him off, and then Earl Thomas takes a bad angle to the football. Was I already Earl Thomas at this point? Who was I usering? Let me zoom out. Ooh, that zoom in. Let me zoom out. So I was using... I turned into Troy Polamalu to try to intercept it for no reason, and then I turned into Earl... Okay, so Earl Thomas had already taken the bad angle by the time I turned into him. Then I tried to turn him around, and it was too late. So that's a touchdown. Easy play by the Jets offense. One missed tackle, and that's all you need sometimes. And they tie it back up. So, is this how this game is going to go? Is this how this game is going to go? Because I really do not want it to be back and forth, punch for punch, score for score. I just want to blow them out. I just want to blow them. That's all I want to do. Okay, let's get this under control. Let's score again. And then maybe the defense won't screw up like they did on the previous drive. So we'll take some time off the clock. We'll hand this ball to Peterson. We'll let Peterson cook for a few plays. He's got 5 carries, 20 yards. And where do we go with this ball? Let's go inside stretch. Or inside split, I should say. Split. And Peterson gets to the 32. So it's 3rd and 3. Do we try to run this again? Is that a good idea? I don't think it's a good idea, but we're going to do it anyway, and he got 4th and 1. We could try the juice special here, but that's a risky play. This is probably even more risky, you'd say, but it's going to be caught by Hill, and thankfully, first down is gained. Oh, man, they brought some pressure in the middle. I thought I was going to get sacked, and the ball was going to be incomplete. That was so risky. I probably should have went with the juice special. It would have been safer, arguably. And if you don't know what the juice special is, it's a quarterback sneak. I just call it the juice special because that's my little secret weapon that I call sometimes when we need to get a guaranteed yard on either a 4th and inches, 4th and 1, or like a goal line situation, something like that. You call on the juice special if you need something like that. We're going to change this to a passing play, and I'm going to look Gronkowski here. It's going to be caught by Gronkowski. Good job. And that is a big-time completion and a first down, moving the chains. I don't want to go jet sweep Julian Edelman. I'll go running back inside split. And this should be the final play of the quarter. Because if I no huddle, then the clock should run. And yes, it will. End of the first quarter, tied 7-7. Unfortunate that it is tied 7-7, but not much I can do on that one. I tried to tackle him. It's just I can't do much more than put my hands around him. Adrian Peterson carrying some linebackers with him. That might have been Devondre Campbell he had on his back there that he was carrying for that first down. And we could take advantage of a smaller corner. 5'11" on 6'4". We could take advantage of that by going Mahomes interception. I hate this freaking game, man. I hate this game. With a passion do I hate this game. Megatron was open for a touchdown. An absolute bullet of a touchdown. But I got hit on the throw because he just comes in unblocked, blows up my right guard, and comes in unblocked, and I had to throw it away, and it's a lob. It's a floater because I didn't get enough power on it because I got hit on the throw. It's easy interception. Unbelievable. Total BS. Total absolute BS. But it is what it is. God, I hate this game sometimes, man. Missed the sack on Aaron Donald. Oh, good play by Darrelle Revis to knock that ball out. That could have been another touchdown if we weren't careful. 2nd and 10. I can't believe I missed the sack with Aaron Donald. I always miss the freaking sack. That's a big play, and I missed the hit stick, which is not surprising. God, I miss so many plays, man. I miss sack opportunities. I miss hit stick opportunities. I'm just not very good. If you're finding out for the first time, if this is the first time you're watching, I'm not very good. Oh, Patrick Peterson almost had a huge acrobat interception. Just missed it. Just missed it. That's unfortunate. That could have really turned the tide back in our favor. And as you know, it is very hard to get the momentum back on your side once the AI has momentum, like a majority of it. So this is going to be a big problem to try to get it back on our side, especially if we can't force them to turn the ball back over to us. If they get a touchdown, it's a ball game for the momentum, that's for sure. That's going to be good job, Patrick Willis in the backfield. That's what I'm freaking talking about, baby. Good job. Huge. Absolutely huge. 3rd and 8. If we could force a field goal, considering they were already in pretty good field position, especially after that huge catch, this is going to be... Tackle him, please. Tackle him, please. Thank you. I thought Amari Cooper was going to find his way into the first down there, but we hold for a 4th. It is going to be a field goal attempt. They get the ball to start the second half, so if they go up 10-7 and then stop us again, we're going to be in some trouble. They do split the uprights. It is 10-7, 3 minutes to go in the half. Okay. I really don't want that to happen again. I really would prefer a touchdown with a clean pocket. They're scum kicking me? Is the AI really scum kicking me? You know we've went down a terrible path if the AI is now scum kicking. But whatever. Let's give this ball... I really want to just throw a lob to Megatron, man. I think that he's just so big against these tiny corners that I feel like they've got no chance. And that's going to be a tight throw, Mahomes. You got to be better than that. I know Megatron brought it in, but there shouldn't have been no... Like, there should have been no trouble bringing that in. That should have been a super accurate throw that he had no doubt bringing in. But instead, that's going to be another under pressure inaccurate throw. Good God, I hate this game so much. Can I please not throw inaccurate? Mahomes isn't going to throw the inaccurate passes. It's Patrick Mahomes. He doesn't throw inaccurate passes all the time. That's going to be a bomb. Julian Edelman touchdown. Thank you. That's what I wanted to do the last drive before I threw the interception. Edelman beats the corner. No surprise there. That's what I expected to happen. Even with Julian Edelman, who's not the fastest guy. These corners are just not very good. We scouted them before the game. We knew going in what we had in the matchup variety there, and we're taking advantage of it. Mahomes is going to be lobbing up some passes, and it's just down to the offensive line giving me those extra precious seconds. Because if not, then I can't. We're going to have more like the last drive where I threw the interception because I got hit. But I would prefer if the defense would step the F up and not allow freaking Carson Palmer. Patrick Peterson gets his interception. He should have had it on the last drive. He just missed it. This time he redeems himself, gets the interception that he needed. Thank you, Pat Pete. And now, with double me activated on Megatron, we're going to the house. We are going balls to the walls. High point pass. Megatron, pass interference, touchdown. Give me all the money. Yes, sir. Pass interference, touchdown, Cowboys. You best believe we are declining that for a touchdown. Thank you, sir. I'll have another. Vinatieri puts it through. That's what I'm talking about. Those kinds of plays we should have been doing from the start. Just high point passes on the smaller corners. They've got no chance to stop me. The only way they can stop me is if they get that BS animation where they hit me at my like midsection and the ball pops out on the pass contest. That's the only way that we're gonna get incomplete passes in those scenarios. And just like that, we've switched all the momentum back on our side. We have 21-10 lead, 2:47 to go. We scored way too quickly though, as it was a one-play touchdown. And finally, I win a tackle battle. Jeez, I feel like I never win those. Joe Hayden, big time play. And we will go for 2nd down and 10. From the 25-yard line, Palmer snaps it. Nobody in the backfield with him. He's going to find his man. It's going to be brought down. George Kittle's 3rd and inches. That should take us to the 2-minute warning. And it will. So the Jets have 2 minutes to try to get this game closer before they go into halftime, obviously with the ball to start the second half. We'll see what they do. 3rd and inches. Should I bring some pressure? I'll bring a blitz with Patrick Willis, see what that does. That's going to be caught. I thought Earl Thomas was going to be able to knock it down at least, if not pick it off. He could not. It is a 1st down and a no huddle for the Jets. And that's going to be caught. Trent Cole couldn't bring him down. Neither could Patrick Peterson. It's going to be Earl Thomas again who brings him down. 2nd and 1. They're starting to run out of time here. They are working, but Peterson knocks it incomplete. I thought he might have had another pick there for a second. Pick? But it is just incomplete. Now it's 3rd and 1 again. This time I would like a 4th down opportunity. That's going to be caught. Joe Hayden will wrap him up. And it is from the 36. About a minute to go. Come on, boys. Get to Palmer. That's going to go out of bounds. Revis was blanketing the receiver. And a minute and 2 seconds to go. Minute and 2 on the clock. 21-10. 2nd and 10 from the 36-yard line. They're in field goal range, so that's something for them. But Aaron Donald, I wanted the sack. Please. Please, I wanted a sack so bad. 3rd and 10 from the 36. If we would have got a sack, that would have pushed them really into like the edge of field goal range. Absolute edge. And we might still get it here. No, he's going to stay at the 36, throw it incomplete. So they will take their... No, they're punting? I thought they'd be in field goal range. Their kicker must not have that much power if they don't trust him from here. I mean, I know it'd be like a 50-yarder or so, but you're not trusting him from there? At least take a chance instead of giving me the ball back with a chance to go up again, because I could just lob this to Megatron again. That might be what I do. He's got double me activated. High point pass might be the move. If I can just have enough time, I'm going to lob it up. Calvin Johnson, go up and get it. He holds on. Megatron. I might have been able to do run after the catch there. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do there, but it worked out in the end. Calvin Johnson, a freak of nature. Is this his big day, or is this going to be somebody else's big day? That's Tyreek Hill. And Tyreek will take us to the 4. We're going to run some hurry up just to get some more time off the clock. Hand this off to Adrian Peterson. And Peterson almost gets there. We'll call our first timeout just so we have a little bit more time. We don't have to rush. Sucks that Peterson couldn't get there. I might just give it to him again, see if he can actually punch it in this time. Come on, AP. Get in there. Score the touchdown. There it is. And the Cowboys score again. They should not have given us the football back. Now that I'm starting to target these smaller corners, which is what the game plan was to do. Now that we're actually following the game plan, oh, it's going swimmingly. Absolutely swimmingly. And Peterson scores the touchdown. 28 seconds to go. I will not put as much power on this kick so that they might have to return it. And no, I didn't even put full power on that. That still went out of there. What is the wind on this stadium? Jeez. 13 seconds to go. Who knows what they're going to do. But now the gap is even bigger as it is 28-10. 13 seconds left. Maybe 2 plays if they get this one off quickly and call a timeout. They do have all 3 of their timeouts. They're going to run the football with the backup, C.J. Anderson, and he will go down nowhere, and that's just they give up, basically. That was their give-up play for the half. But I'm going to target to throw it deep, man. We are going to try to blow this team out and try to just take advantage of these small corners. The wind is 8 miles per hour, kind of northwest, so we'll kick it full power this time and see if we can get even further, and we did. Okay, so we start the second half up by 18 points. This one was looking scary until I realized that we should follow the game plan I set in the beginning. That's going to be knocked down. No, not knocked down. Actually caught by Gabe Davis, I think it was. 2nd and 1 now. What will Carson Palmer do on this play? He motions Amari Cooper, and they hand it off to Cooper, but Cooper will get wrapped up behind the line by Patrick Willis. That's what I'm freaking talking about, Patrick. What a stud. What an absolute, utter stud he is. And it's 3rd and 1. Blitz everybody, pinch people, do everything. They don't hand it off. I thought that would be a key running play to try to get those yards, especially because they're running like an I formation type of look. So that's why I blitzed everybody. I thought that we could pinch the line and beat them to it. That's going to be checked down underneath. Big hit from Ray Lewis on C.J. Anderson, and it'll be 2nd and 3. Come on, boys. I mean, it's nice that the Jets are wasting time and everything, but I would prefer a little bit of turnover action here. Aaron Donald, get the sack. No, it's going to be out of bounds and complete over the head of George Kittle. Terrell Suggs was in pursuit. And again, I missed the sack. Frustrating. It gets even more frustrating the more times I miss. Oh, Aaron Donald was in the backfield, but it doesn't matter because they handed it off, and Patrick Willis, Ray Lewis, a bunch of other guys were there, and it'll be another punt for the Jets. This is how I expected this game to go. This is how I wanted the game to go. We're dominating because we just have immensely more talented players. So this is what I'm expecting. So now we go one-on-one. Megatron, we just launch it to him. We're going to give Calvin Johnson the best day ever. They want us to run the football? No. We are not running the football. We are launching balls to Calvin Johnson. High point pass. I can't do it, though, because they brought a guy unblocked. They zero blitzed me. He came in unblocked, so I had to get it away to Julian Edelman, but I did get it away. Big catch. And now, this is the play that we scored. Yeah, this is what we got the pass interference call in the end zone on when we adjusted it. And we throw it. Megatron, high point, go up and get it. Calvin freaking Johnson, baby. You can't stop it. He's just too big. You've got small guys playing corner against my huge guys playing receiver and tight end. It's just a mismatch. And now we'll give Gronkowski a chance, but he got hit on the catch. Rob Gronkowski. That he probably brings that in if that safety doesn't come in and hit him right on the hands. That was a good play. Smart play by the corner, or the safety there. We'll go to Antonio Gates, overthrown by Patrick Mahomes. Overthrown by Mahomes, and it's 3rd down and 10. Now I'm getting a little crazy here because I've gotten some success with these big passes. Mahomes again. Calvin brought it down. Touchdown, Cowboys. Megatron is a monster. Oh my God. Mahomes just leaps one over the head of the Jets corner, and Calvin just mosses him. Oh, baby. I got to go back and see this one because this one was even stunned to me. This is crazy. Look at him. He sunned him. Calvin Johnson sunned Ronald Darby. It doesn't get better than that right there. It truly, truly does not get better than Calvin Johnson sunning Ronald Darby at MetLife. What a play. What a freaking play. I might even go with a little screenshot action on that because that is quite the play. And then Megatron excited as well. Might even get a little screenshot action there too. Boom. Possible thumbnails. Look out for if you notice what the thumbnail of this video is. I haven't decided yet. They're going to booth review it. Are they going to take it back? Did he get both feet down? Okay, they give me the touchdown. I thought they were going to overturn it because he didn't get both feet down. But he does get both feet down. At least they say that he did. And it's 35-10. Beautiful. This is what I wanted. This is exactly the path that I expected this game to go, and I wanted this game to go, and I predicted this game to go. But that first quarter was a little bit shaky, a little bit rocky. I will admit. Send the ball back in the touchback Palmer and the Jets will come back onto the field. They had to punt it away last time. We'll see what they do on this possession. The funny thing about the Jets is they're good enough against our defense to like move the football down the field, but then when they get to like plus territory, we start to tighten up and they can't move the football anymore. That's what's happened a couple of times now. On that one, they lose a yard trying to run the stretch to the edge, lose a yard on it, and they go back to Anderson, and he will get those yards back and more. 3rd and 5 after a nice run. Big hit from Troy Polamalu as well. Nice little exclamation point. 3rd and 5, Willis. Oh, it's a screenplay. Aaron Donald's right there. You're not fooling Aaron Donald. Lost 2 on it, and it's 4th and 7. Quick 3 and out for the Jets. Aaron Donald excited, and we get the ball back. Now, the smart thing to do and the conservative thing to do would just be hand this ball off to Adrian Peterson a couple times, waste as much time as possible, and get out of here with a big victory. But we can just heave this all up to Calvin Johnson again and see what happens. That might be what I do. I might just toss this ball to Megatron and find out what happens. Especially if he's got double me still activated. So let's do that. As long as I can have time for the route to develop, it should be all we need. No, the corner got his hand in there. That was a great play. Great play by that corner because Calvin had that no doubt. Especially with double me activated, he had that certainly in the bag. But he just reached his hand up there and swatted the ball away out of the hands of Megatron. So that was a good play. Very good play. Give him credit for that. 3rd and 7 after the run. Throw it quickly to Tyreek. He holds on, and it's 1st down and more for the boys. And I think that Megatron loses his X factor because he dropped that pass. Kind of sucks. Can Tyreek get that picked off? Jalen Thompson just steps in front of it. I didn't get an animation with Tyreek Hill, and the ball is picked off by Jalen Thompson. Unfortunate. Sucks. Hate throwing interceptions, man. C.J. Anderson just threw me off like I was nothing there. But I didn't get an animation. I pressed triangle to go up and aggressive catch that with Tyreek Hill, but he didn't jump. I don't know what you want me to do. He didn't jump. Maybe I should have high pointed it. I don't know. Weird. But that's the end of the 3rd quarter, so we've only got 7 minutes to go in this game. I think now, once we get the ball back again, unless for some reason the Jets hold it for 7 minutes, which I don't think they're going to do. When we get the ball back again, I'll just hand it off to Peterson for the most part. And Patrick, speaking of Peterson, Patrick Peterson, number 2 on the day. You can't throw those sideline routes. Peterson's got you twice, Carson. Pat Pete's got you twice on the same route, or similar at worst. Something you cannot do is throw those sideline routes, because Patrick Peterson is going to play those to perfection, as proven by those 2 interceptions Carson Palmer now has. Peterson fights for the 1st down and gets it. We need to get him more carries anyway. His production has dropped a little bit in this game since we've just been throwing the ball down the field for the most part. So we'll get him some more. We'll get him some more touches, and this works to knock the clock down. Oh, you got to block that, Megatron. If you would have threw that block there, I would have had more space. But I guess you're not a blocking receiver, at least not for your specialty. 3rd and 4. Go up the middle. Peterson gets the 1st down to the 8-yard line. That was a great run. I thought that CJ was going to fill the gap there, but he chose to go the opposite side, and I took advantage of it. Took advantage of the missed opportunity by CJ Mosley. And Peterson just drives his way into the end zone. Edelman hurt himself on the off ball, maybe on a blocking attempt or something, but Adrian Peterson, both the Petersons have been effective today. 2 touchdowns for Adrian Peterson, 2 interceptions for Patrick Peterson, and the Cowboys lead 42-10 over the Jets in MetLife Stadium, because this is how I wanted the game to go. We're a good team, the best team in the NFL, playing the worst team in the NFL. This is how this game should go. I'm glad that it actually is going according to the script. You never want a game to go off script, that's for sure. And that's going to be Marcel Reese getting a hit stick, but he just shrugs it off like it was nothing. Carson Palmer throwing interceptions. If he tries to throw that sideline route again, Peterson will eat it up. You can't throw those. A quick throw, this time caught by Kittle. He's got blockers and he's got space. George Kittle down the field. Huge run. That was just a little nothing route that George Kittle turned into a huge play because of great down the field blocking. Kudos to the Jets receivers for blocking my guys. That was a good play, and that's going to be caught. Big hit by Polamalu, holds on to the football though. And now the Jets trying to make something out of nothing here. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Donald struggling to get past the center. It's going to be Amari Cooper caught first down from the 15. These little short slant routes and stuff, underneath stuff, is really hurting us. I don't know why we can't stop it. 4 catches, 100 yards for Amari Cooper. Obviously, that number is a little bit inflated because he had that huge touchdown early in the game. In the first quarter, I think it was. 2nd and 8. Polamalu had a huge hit on Amari Cooper. Shuts that down. Oh, that's false start. That's a false start on Jordan Gross right there. Give it to me. There it is. False start on the offense. Thank you very much. Oh, it wasn't even on Jordan Gross. It was on, they called on C.J. Anderson? Okay, whatever. I guess it doesn't matter who it's called on. I just thought it would be Jordan Gross. That's the first guy that I saw. I guess the running back jumped. And Anderson will get the ball after the penalty and get all the yards back. 3rd and 1. Will they snap this before the 2-minute warning? I think they will. From the 6-yard line, they do snap it. Palmer, knockdown. I think that might have just been off of Kittle's hands. I don't think I got any hand on it. Maybe I affected Kittle a little bit, but that was 4th. I didn't even register. That was going to make it 4th down. Crazy. Because now they're settling for a field goal down 42-10. What's the point? You're down 42-10 with 2 minutes to go in the game. 4th down from what, the 6? Why not just go for it? What do you have to lose at this point? You're down 42-10 in the 4th quarter. You're going to lose most likely anyway, even if you do score the touchdown. So why kick the field goal? That doesn't make much sense. He's got 222 yards today. Calvin Johnson's been cooking. And you know what? We might as well try to go for more. Why not? He doesn't have double me activated anymore, but he's still Calvin freaking Johnson. So we might as well try to go for more. I got sacked by DeMarcus Lawrence, and that's why you don't try to go for freaking more. God, I wish just once my players, my offensive line would block. If my offensive line would block, we'd be unstoppable. But for some reason, they just don't want to block. Even though it's their job, what are we doing? A safety by Chris Jones. Can I see that again? I need to see that again. What happened? Oh, he just didn't get blocked. My God, this game, man. He just didn't get blocked. The center and right guard or left guard double team the other D tackle, probably Derek Brown. And then we get, for some reason, the right guard and left guard doubling DeMarcus Lawrence. Yeah, I can understand why they did that because he just got a sack the previous play. But I mean, come on. I didn't have any time to have anything because Chris Jones comes unblocked. I didn't notice him until I was already right here is when I noticed him. And it was already way too late. Nobody was open. So it's a safety because of that. Because the left guard, or the right guard, just completely chooses to double team. Ugh, this game, man. Punting the ball back to the Jets after the safety. Oh, baby. If that safety would have been like a deciding factor in this game, like we were up by 2 or up by 1 or something, and that safety put him in the lead, oh, baby, I would be heated. I'm not as angry because we're winning 42-15 now, but I'm still upset. That's a dumb play that we should have had blocked. That never should have been that open. We should have had the right guard come and at least throw some sort of chip block or something just to slow him down so I can at least find somebody to throw to or throw it away. But that is not the case. A safety, and now the Jets have the ball, but they are at 3rd and 1. They find a nice little whip route to Gabe Davis. We keep him from going out of bounds. Good tackle from Patrick Willis there. And they use one of their timeouts. They have all of them. So with 31 seconds to go from the 48-yard line around midfield, They will change the play, move some receivers around. And Palmer will just check it down. Huge hit, ball's out. Willis receives it, and he falls down. Or recovers, I should say. I don't know what the point of the check down was. Like, I get that you're trying to move the ball, but why throw that? There had to have been better options. As Adrian Peterson breaks 2 tackles, thank God I finally get some broken tackles. I never get any broken tackles with any running back. It's just nice to have sometimes. Peterson, he does get over 100 yards, which is nice. 170 yards, 2 touchdowns, and that'll be the game. We win 42-15 over the New York Jets. Thankfully, there was a little bit of shenanigans in this game, but luckily we were able to just completely blow by those with the huge scoring that we did. 13 for 20, 349 yards for Patrick Mahomes. Oh my God. Figure it out, Juice. Talk. 4 touchdowns for Patrick Mahomes. 2 touchdowns, 2 stupid interceptions. 22 attempts and 107 yards for Peterson. 4.8 a carry, that's crazy. And 2 touchdowns for him. Megatron had himself a day. 6 catches, 222 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Averaged 37 yards per catch. Insane. Defensively, 7 tackles for Joe Hayden, 6 for Patrick Willis. We had no sacks, but 2 interceptions for Patrick Peterson at the sideline. Big W's, and a huge blowout win. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, so I had to simulate past the bye week, so now we are into week 7. And next episode, we will take on the Buffalo Bills, staying in the New York area, New Jersey area, because we just came from New Jersey. Now we go up to Buffalo to play the Bills. They're 4-2. They're a pretty good team. I think this is the first time we've played them in this series, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see how good they actually are. But that is going to do it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.